Con ustedes, Yak con Los Boludos, tu dosis semanal del fútbol actual. Eso, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Los Boludos. Como siempre, acompañado de mi gran amigo Jack. Estamos aquí, episodio número 20. Yakir, imagínate, episodio número 20 de la historia. Hemos grabado 20 horas de episodios para ustedes y estamos acá para compartirlos como siempre y de la mejor calidad posible. ¿Cómo estás, Yakir?
Hola, primera vez que nos ven, caras. ¿Qué
Sí,
tal? ¿Cómo
exacto.
están?
Yo soy así.
Episodio especial, episodio histórico. Primera vez que le mostramos nuestras caras en vivo en nuestro YouTube, en nuestro Instagram. Síganos en nuestro Spotify, lo más importante. Y nada, pues mira, me traje la
Exactamente.
gorrita de mi equipo de fútbol americano. Mira, así me tienes tiro,
Me
tiro.
parece, me
Tú sabes
parece, me
cómo es la
parece.
cosa, tú sabes cómo es la cosa.
¿Cómo es la cosa?
Nada, hoy, hoy es un día muy especial porque tenemos dos, no profesionales, como tú dices antes,
No,
profesionales.
ya hemos bajado un
Ya
poco
hemos
el tema.
bajado.
Aficionados.
Aficionados, pero muy inteligentes. Unos que han visto la Premier League toda su vida. Y bueno, estamos en parón de selecciones, que ahorita vamos a repasar los resultados, pero queremos tocar este tema porque ya vamos un poquito avanzados de la temporada. Está a punto de acabar la primera parte en diciembre y queríamos, ahorita les cuento no lo que va a pasar, pero vamos a hablar un poquito no en las naciones, como fue el episodio de 10 personas alucinante.
Imagínate.
Imagínate, pero ahora vamos a estar enfocados en el fútbol que vemos siempre, que vemos cada semana el fútbol de clubes. Así que bueno, Sebas, pasamos, ¿te parece a los resultados que hemos tenido hasta ahora este parón?
Me parece, Yakir. Empecemos, como siempre, nuestra primera parte del episodio, en donde vemos las ligas mundiales.
Exacto, ahora vamos a cubrir lo que fue solo la zona A de la Nations League, lo cubriré rápidamente, que es de la siguiente manguera. Este, ya acabó la Nations League, está a punto de acabar. Hoy se juegan dos partidos, pero en el grupo A quedó Portugal primero con 14, Croacia lo sigue con 8, los dos clasifican al final que va a haber de la UEFA. Escocia va a jugar un repechaje con uno de la zona B y Polonia eliminado a la zona B. En el grupo 2, Francia puntero, Italia lo sigue, los dos 13-13. Bélgica va a jugar el repechaje y Israel, que ya dijimos que no entiendo qué hace ahí, eliminado. El grupo que falta un partido, que hoy se juega el Bosnia-Herzegovina, Holanda y Hungría-Alemania. Alemania con 13, Holanda con 8, Hungría con 5, Bosnia con 1. Parece que va a pasar Alemania y Holanda. Hungría va a jugar el repechaje y Bosnia se va. Hasta luego, Bosnia. Francia y en el grupo 4 también ya quedó. España primero ganó todo, empató 1 con 16. Dinamarca con 8 quedó segundo, Serbia juega el repechaje y Suiza increíblemente eliminado. Los partidos que se jugaron en este pequeño parón fueron Bélgica 0, Italia 1, Francia 0, Israel 0, Dinamarca 1, España 2. Portugal 5, Polonia 1, Escocia 1, Croacia 0, Suiza 1, Serbia 1, Alemania 7, Bosnia 0, Países Bajos 4, Hungría 0, Israel 1, Bélgica 0, Italia 1, Francia 3, Croacia 1, Portugal 1, Polonia 1, Escocia 2, increíble, Serbia 0, Dinamarca 0, España 3, Suiza 2. Y hoy se juega, como dije, Bosnia, Holanda, Hungría, Alemania. Eso fue la zona A.
Buenísimo, buenísimo. Ahora vámonos a Sudamérica y aquí era lo que hemos estado sufriendo la semana
No, no,
pasada.
ya no
eh, el-
más.
Desde el día jueves 14 de noviembre hemos estado viendo partidos potentes. Venezuela-Brasil, que empata Venezuela
¿Potente?
con Brasil. ¿Potencia, chato? Bueno, ya.
Sí, ya.
Venezuela-Brasil empata 1-1. Paraguay que le gana a Argentina 2-1. Ecuador que destroza a Bolivia con 4-0. Y ahí el día viernes con un Uruguay que le gana 3-2 a Colombia. Y un Perú que empata con Chile 0-0 que nos pone complicadísimos en la
Peor.
tabla. La tabla se ve de la siguiente manguera, Yakir.
¿Cómo?
De la siguiente manera, Argentina puntero, Uruguay segundo, Colombia tercero, Brasil cuarto, Ecuador, Paraguay, Venezuela, Venezuela en zona de repechaje, imagínate, Yakir, Bolivia en el puesto 8, Perú en el puesto 9 y Chile en el puesto 10. Pero, pero, Se nos vienen
¿Qué
partiditos,
se viene?
Yakir.
¿Qué se
Hoy
viene?
día se viene Bolivia-Paraguay, se viene Colombia-Ecuador, Argentina-Perú, Chile-Venezuela y Brasil-Uruguay.
Mamita, ok.
Estoy ansioso, Yakir, porque no vamos a tener más partidos hasta marzo, Yakir.
Vamos con ánimo, ¿sabes? Vamos con ánimo.
Sí, vamos con fe, yo creo que sí la hacemos. Vamos Perú, vamos por ese 1-0 hoy día contra Argentina en,
Esa es.
en la Bombonera.
Nunca hemos perdido por eliminatorias en la Bombonera, ojito.
Ojito con lo que te digo.
Pero bueno, ahí está. Esto es lo que nos trae. Y como siempre, cada semana, hemos ido súper rápido esta parte. Ahora nos vamos a los héroes y villanos, que hemos mezclado la zona A y las eliminatorias. Sebas, ¿héroes o villanos? ¿Quién, tiramos la moneda o voy yo primero
Eh,
con héroes?
Yo creo que la moneda ya la tiramos hace mucho tiempo, así que vamos tú con héroes tú y yo villanos. ¿Te parece?
Me parece correcto. Me parece que primero con.
Corre gato.
Ok,
Ok.
me parece primero que en el arco de los héroes va a estar Romo, el arquero de Venezuela que le tapó un penal a Vinicius Junior. Alucinante. Alucina. Alucina la vecina. Después nos vamos con
Buenísimo.
Dumfries. Dumfries, gol y asistencia. Dumfries en el partido de Holanda que goleó a Hungría, después Nilsson, el central danés, súper sólido, Oliveira, el central, bueno, convertido en central, normalmente juega por la banda izquierda, pero convertido en el central, tú sabes, mira, pone un lateral de central, el loco Bielsa, y le sirvió,
Imagínate.
jugó muy bien, dio una asistencia, ganó Uruguay, luego Robertson, claro que sí, el del Liverpool, acá tenemos un aficionado del Liverpool que nos va a estar contando de Robertson, que tiene una gran temporada, y metió gol y capitán de su equipo, de su nación. Plata, Gonzalito Plata, que hablábamos con Nicola el episodio pasado, muy bien por parte de Ecuador. Rabiot, que metió dos goles y tuvo un gran tiempo con Francia, y le metió dos goles que nada más y nada menos que a Italia. Oliver Sone, claro que sí. Lo quise poner porque, mira,
Está bien, me gusta.
iba a poner a un chileno, iba a poner a Loyola, que me pareció que tuvo un mejor partido, lo admito. Pero puse a Sone porque me pareció que demostró personalidad. Y mucha gente lo bardea a Sone diciéndole que no tiene personalidad. Y sí lo tiene. Y para mí lo va a hacer grande, ¿no? Luego tenemos a Sarabia. Lo puse delantero porque metió un golazo con Argentina. Ronaldo, claro que sí, Cristiano Ronaldo con un golazo, bueno, en verdad, dos golazos, uno de chilena, chalaca, como le digan ahí en su país, y Florian Wirtz con gol y asistencia, rompiéndola en un 7-0 brutal. Esos son los héroes.
Buenísimo, Yakir. Ahora vámonos a los villanos, donde ponemos a Vicario de arquero porque tuvo un partido pésimo contra Francia y de hecho tuvo un tiro libre que se metió un autogol. Entonces, ahí está el arquero. Bueno, de ahí Corso, ¿qué decir de Corso? Pésimo, a mí me parece que no concreta ni un pase,
Nada,
el tipo no tiene el físico, paupérrimo. Yo creo que Corso ya no se merece ser titular para Perú en estas circunstancias en las que estamos,
terrible.
definitivamente. Sagreo que saca tarjeta roja en el partido de Bolivia versus Ecuador, dejando todo el equipo jodido. O sea, es la verdad,
Sí.
fregado. Sánchez que mete un autogol en un partido muy justo para Colombia, por eso está ahí. De ahí Burnick, que le metieron 7-0, ¿no? Alemania le metió 7 pepasas, entonces definitivamente esa línea de defensa no funcionó.
Ujú,
En el medio campo, y aquí tenemos a Suchic, que le sacaron tarjeta roja y dejó a Croacia muerto contra Escocia. De Paul y Akir que no sirvió para nada en ese partido, muy mal parado, del partido que le gana Paraguay 2-1 a Argentina. Un partido complicado en donde Paul simplemente no estuvo bien parado en ese partido y se merece ser villano.
ujú,
Engels, que lo llamó Bélgica, Yakir, un chico
ujú.
muy joven que le dieron minutos y desafortunadamente no respondió a lo que queríamos como titularidad del equipo. Y de ahí nos vamos al señor, a la última parte del equipo, que nos vamos con el señor Swiderski, ¿no? Sí, siempre,
Correcto.
siempre es muy complicado para mí mencionar su nombre. Pero bueno, otra vez Polonia tuvo un terrible parón, ¿no? Perdió sus dos partidos, uno por goleada, y Swiderski jugó un muy mal partido ayer, muy mal partido, ¿no? Ojo con esto, Liakir, con lo que te comento. Polonia ha ganado solo un partido en los últimos 9 que ha jugado, imagínate.
Alucinante.
Imagínate. Bueno,
Ujú,
de ahí Jesús, nuevamente un chico joven que tuvo un mal partido con Brasil, no tiene la talla para ser el 9 de Brasil hasta el momento, entonces
Lo mataste,
también
ya.
sí, la verdad que
Ok.
sí. Creo que no tiene la titularidad, no puede ser titular todavía,
Ujú.
pero bueno, ahí está, por eso está en Villano. Sí, ahí nego por la goleada pues que le metió Holanda a Hungría, que bueno, no es su culpa, ¿no? Pero bueno, también allá está ahí ya de relleno, ¿no? Porque
Ya, exacto.
qué tal goleada que le metieron, la verdad. O sea, bien complicado.
Ya lo metes todo ahí. Pero nada, pues
Exactamente.
me gusta el equipo, interesante lo que hemos hablado, pero ahora se viene lo nuevo, lo interesante, ¿no? Dejemos al lado las elecciones y te doy los honores para que digas la famosa frase.
Exactamente, Yakir. Entonces ahora vamos a pasar a una siguiente dinámica, Yakir, del episodio, en donde, como Yakir nos comentó anteriormente, y nos va a presentar a los invitados que tenemos, dos invitados que no comparten el mismo idioma que compartimos en la comunidad.
So,
Entonces vamos a tener que estar hablando en otro idioma que es el inglés el día de hoy para que nuestros invitados que son de Inglaterra puedan dialogar con nosotros de una manera eficaz y correcta. So now we're switching to English. We're switching now so that we can start our next segment of Los Boludos podcast, and I'll give the mic to Yakir, who will help us guide us in this section of the podcast. Yak,
so, welcome Jacob and Elias. How are you guys? How are you?
welcome, welcome.
I'm good. How are you guys? How are you guys?
Good,
Thank you. I'm
good.
good as well.
Good. So just a little question. Tell us where you're from and what team do you support? We ask every time the guests in the Los Boludos.
Okay, so I am originally from Wales and I support West Ham United.
Wow.
West Ham United.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I
there's a famous Peruvian who played in West Ham United a lot of years. It was Sotelo, remember? Great player, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
he was a great player, yeah.
I like it. I like it. So okay, so Elias, where are you from?
I am born originally in Germany, but I have lived most of my life in Norway. And in Norway, the league is shit. So everyone watches the Premier League. So that's why I'm a Liverpool supporter, even though I'm born in Germany.
I like it. That's amazing. You know, that's the same for me. I was born in Peru and I'm a Real Madrid supporter because the league is shit. That's why. Yeah.
What is that type of
And
language you're using?
oh, sorry. And
The league is
Sebas,
very bad. Sorry.
and Sebas was also born in Peru and he's an Arsenal fan. So we are all international fans. So that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Not Arsenal fan, man. Oof.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. So for today, I wanted to make we're gonna have a little discussion, a little. I hope it's not a aggressive discussion, but it's a good discussion about the so far team of the season in the Premier League. Um, yeah, we know is. I was talking days ago with Sebas, and we were telling there's no player that is 100% here. Like I can name a few, like one, two that are 100% here. Maybe there's more. Maybe I'm that's why we decided to make this podcast, but there's not like one or two, maybe three players that are not 100% here. Like obviously Salah and like the players are putting incredible numbers, but I wouldn't say there's a 100% player that is here. What would you say for that?
Uh, I I believe there are a certain few that definitely have 100% a spot in here. I see what you mean because there's not really been many standout performances, but I do have a few players which I believe have to be in this team.
What do you believe, Jacob?
I'm probably the same as Elias. I probably think there's a definitely maybe like two or three that should definitely be in there for their performances that they've done so far this season. And I think they'll continue to do during the season. So I think there's a couple for sure.
Okay,
Great.
let's get this. Yeah.
Why don't we start by choosing a goalkeeper so that we can start this segment. I don't know if you want to introduce it, Yakir.
Yeah. We're gonna be putting this team on Instagram. We're gonna be doing the team. It's a basic formation like we always do, Sebas, like a 4-3-3. Players very, very
Mm.
pegados a la banda. How do you say that?
Yeah, yeah.
like players very in white, and I
White,
would
okay.
I would
I l-
throw some names. You tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. I have three names. I have one from Seba's team, Raya. I have Pickford. I don't know why. Elias shouted at me when I say this, but Pickford and Sales. Maybe there's some other names. What do you think about that?
Jacob, you want to go or
I'll go first.
Okay.
go on?
I think there's two for me personally that I think should be up there. I think Sells is one of them. I think Nottingham Forest has played amazing, and they're the second best defensive record in the league. So I think he has to be there for sure. But I also think what Verbergen has done for Brighton in
That's true.
terms of in terms of the defensive stops, the saves that he's made, I think he should definitely be considered for a goalkeeping spot. I think Verbergen would go ahead for me in goalkeeper in front of Sales. I think they've faced harder competition. And I think he definitely should be there.
What do you think, Elias, about Verbruggen?
Verbruggen would be my pick as well. Yeah.
Oh.
I like your shouts. Except Pickford. I don't know what you've been smoking, but I would not put Pickford anywhere near a starting 11 in the team of the season so far. I like Sels. I like Raya. Raya's had a decent start to the season, but I believe there's been a drop off ever since. Now that's also just Arsenal, not mainly just Raya, of course.
Oh, Sebas, be
But
careful.
but Verbruggen would take it from me as well due to the competition they've faced and the consistency overall. I would say it's Verbruggen so far.
I forgot about Verbruggen. Sorry. I think it's valid. Like Jacob said, I'm between Sels and Verbruggen. Sebas, do you think Raya should be here, or you like Verbruggen here?
No, I like Verbergen. I think it's fine.
You
I
think
think
it's
that yeah.
perfect? Where we go to the right? What do you think? Let's go to the right.
Now, do we have to play a 4-3-3? Because
What are you trying to what are you trying to point here?
what I'm trying to point at is that I don't know if you guys had made a team beforehand, like in your mind, and you had like certain positions. For me, I really struggled with both fullbacks, and there's a lot of good center backs. So when I made my team, I made a 3-back. That was easier for me. I feel like I could fit more players in.
3-back. You want to do it?
I know 4-4-3, 4-3-3 is classic and all that. It's just this season, I feel like it would make more sense because I really struggled on both fullbacks to get a team of the season in.
What do you think?
A 3-5-2, would you do?
What do you think, Jacob? Tell me.
As Elias said, I did struggle with the fullbacks. I struggled with the right back more than the left back. I think the only person I would kind of put at left back was between Robinson and Anthony Robinson from Fulham or Aiton Norrie from Wolves. I think they've both been pretty unbelievable at left back for them, for both their teams respectively. So I think that's the only one I kind of put off. But the right back I really struggled with for sure.
Ooh, so it's complicated. Maybe we can try the 3-back.
Yeah, we can definitely.
We can definitely try. It's not a bad idea. What do you think, Sebas?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
But what 3-back? Like 3-4-3,
5-2.
3-5-2?
I think 3-5-2 is makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like
I
this.
don't know what you something like that.
Something like,
Yeah.
okay, let's see
Yeah.
what we can do with this. Perfect. Okay, so this changes a lot. So let's start with what do we think? The center backs, 3 center backs.
Yeah, let's start with this. I don't mind. Yeah,
Okay.
you want to do with all 3 at once or
No. Let's do
Okay.
a shout. Maybe I will start. I will tell you one that for me is low key there.
Okay.
Keane from Everton. Boom. I'm joking. But it's not bad. Todillo from West Ham.
No, stop.
Okay. So from where do I start? I will put Gabriel, Van Dijk, and I don't know. No, really, I don't know. Help me, guys.
I think the center backs pick themselves, to be honest. I think Liverpool has the best center back partnership in the world right now. In
I can
Konate
argue
and
with
Van
that.
Dijk.
I can argue with that.
Van Dijk, international captain. Konate, I don't know if you watched Nations League for France,
I
captain
did.
France. They've been absolutely stellar both this season. If you look at the stats, Konate has even been the best center back in the league. I think he's absolutely phenomenal on their slot.
Phenomenal. Yes.
And I think both of those have to go in there. I think those are a deadlock for me. I know it will sound biased. I understand that. But for me, those are a lock because we've also the best defensive record in the league. And now we've played Chelsea, we've played United, we've played Arsenal. I think they two have been incredible. And like you mentioned, Gabriel also has had it had a really good start to the season, also scored some important goals. And I think without Gabriel, Arsenal would be in big trouble this season. So for me, it would be those three.
What do you think, Jacob?
I think I agree with Elias with the two Liverpool centre backs. I think,
Mhm.
as I said, I think they've been amazing this season, both for their national team and also for their Premier League team. So I think they should definitely be there as the defensive record shows. They've only let in 6 goals. So I would put at the other centre back, the third centre back.
Mhm.
I think it's pretty hard to choose a set one, but I think personally I would put Milinkovic from Nottingham Forest up there. I think he's been the center of the Nottingham Forest defense, and he's unbelievable in the air. And I think on corners and defensively, I think he's amazing.
This is not bad. This is not bad. But would you not put Sebas, would you not put a Arsenal defense? We were talking about how strong the Arsenal defense is. Would you not put an Arsenal defense like a center back like Gabriel Saliba?
I would put Saliba on the back because I think that he's a player that it's like a wall, you know, like if something happens, you always have Saliba on the back, you know, so that's why I would put him there. But I don't know, like you guys didn't bring him up, so I would like to talk a little bit about that. What do you think about Saliba?
I think he's last season and the season before that, when you were really challenging for the league, I think was incredible. I think he was your best player. Maybe be with Saka and Odegaard, your best player. I think he's absolutely phenomenal on his day. I think he's better than Gabriel. However, this season, I don't see it. This season for me, Gabriel has been the standout. And if we're going based off this season, maybe I misunderstood the team. I don't know. But if we're doing based off this season, for me it has to be Gabriel. When against Bournemouth, when I think it was Evan Nilsson who went through, and Saliba was the last man, and he made that foul, cost you the game. Gabriel has been match winning and points winning at times with his headers. And for those reasons alone, I believe that based on this season, if we're doing this season only, I think Gabriel has been the better of the two.
Okay.
Okay, so we all agreed that it was Van Dijk and Konate, right? Those two have to be there.
Yes.
Oof. So what are we doing from here? Like Gabriel or like an Arsenal? Because Arsenal defense at the end, like yeah, you said they're good, but this year they have been a little bit more.
Who do you think, Akir? You haven't said a third.
Yeah, I'm trying to like I'm trying to think for a center back here. I would probably like I would go like with a Milinkovic with like that was a good like you got me there because Nottingham Forest defense has been very good. Like all of these players, like for me, when I see even Murillo, that I don't like Murillo, but he has been playing good. And Aina also that I have him on fantasy, amazing player. I love him. And
Is Aina a center back?
no, Aina is I'm telling the defense, like the defense of
Okay.
yeah, no, Aina's right back, but
Because if he
uh,
was a center back, I would have thought, yeah, Aina is a good shot.
yeah, Milinkovic. Ojo, Milinkovic or Gabriel. Uh, I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think about Saliba?
No, about Saliba.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Arsenal defense, Gabriel for me is more this season more outstanding than Saliba. Saliba is a good player. We all know that Saliba. If you put the two players, which one you get, I would choose Saliba. For me, Saliba is better. But this season, we're talking this season, I would choose Gabriel. I don't know if okay, Gabriel also scoring goal like header. He's big in the air. Arsenal have good corners. Have you seen they do like something trick? Well, I don't know. I don't know between Gabriel or Milinkovic. So I think it's between Gabriel and
I
Milinkovic.
would say Milinkovic, huh?
Okay.
Okay. So you're changing up. So
He doesn't like Gabriel, I can tell.
yeah. He doesn't like Gabriel. When we saw, I remember Arsenal versus Man United like 1 year, 2 years ago. I think Arsenal won. He was because it was a close game, 3-2 Rashford goal. I remember something like that. And you were shouting at Gabriel the whole time. I don't know why you don't
Yeah.
like.
Well, I don't shout at people normally, but yeah,
Yeah.
I was shouting at Gabriel.
Okay, so I think if the Arsenal fan doesn't want to go there, I think we go all to Milinkovic.
Yeah, I think Milinkovic.
Okay, so let's go Milinkovic.
Let's be fair.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I like our defense. So we're happy with our three back.
Hmm
Yeah, I'm definitely happy.
Okay, Jacob, where do you want to go? You choose. I believe in you.
Okay, I'm gonna go center of the park in the midfield,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say I think this is one of the set for me. Like he should be there 100%. I think Ryan Gravenberch should be definitely there in the center of the midfield for sure.
Doing like this and everything. So we're gonna have the whole Liverpool squad here. We're gonna have Gravenberch, Salah,
La Pantera.
the Panther, Darwin Nunez. Um, oof. Okay. Tell me a little bit why Gravenberch.
I think he's just dominant in the midfield for Liverpool's. As Arne Slot plays the ball, he loves playing through the midfield, and I think Ryan Gravenberch, he's playing at a more defensive role now. But I think him playing at that defensive role suits him brilliantly. I think that's what Jurgen Klopp tried to do, but he couldn't execute it well. I think Arne Slot has executed it perfectly. I think Ryan Gravenberch is amazing where his role is, and I think he's been pivotal in the attack and also the defense, helping the defense out of Kanate and Van Dijk. And I think he's just unbelievable, really.
So Liverpool fan, tell me why. You agree?
Is there much to add? I mean, for me, Ryan Gravenberch, he's been phenomenal this season. Last season he was underwhelming to say the least. He wasn't in the team regularly at all. He got like
Yeah.
spare minutes from time to time. He had his moments, but mostly it was like substituted in the 85th minute or playing Carabao Cup or stuff like this. And for me, this season, as you guys know, and Seb, you will know as well, following the Premier League, that we have been searching for a number 6 for many years now. We tried to get Tchouaméni, we tried desperately to get Caicedo and Lavia. We tried this summer to get Subamendi. And Slot, I think in the opening game, since we didn't get Subamendi, I think he just thought we will try Gravenberch at the 6 because we don't really know what else to do. Because Slot likes to play with 2 6s, right? And since then, he's just been absolutely phenomenal. He wins the ball. His touch is amazing. His distribution is good. The way he drives through the midfield. Sometimes I'm blinking. I'm like, am I watching Prime Yaya Toure? What's going on? I absolutely love him. I think he's been phenomenal this season, and for me, he has to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing crazy. I was talking with like Sebas when we were did this like for practice, and I remember when I asked you, like when Jurgen Klopp just left, what do you think? Do you think Liverpool is going to be back to that like same level? And you were like, no, Klopp left, no way. I don't think Slot would be taking them there, but I think with Slot they're in the same level or even better from past seasons. So Sebas, what do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I really like Jurgen Klopp as a trainer. But I never said that Liverpool would not succeed. No, I
No,
was
but you
just
told me
sad.
that it would take them a little bit more of time, and
And it
Slot
took them. It took them. I think that it wasn't like that fast, you know? What do you think?
like in a way it was a little bit fast. I thought this season they were gonna be worse than they are. They're first in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
like
so I was wrong. That's what you're trying to prove?
no, I was not telling
Oh,
you that
okay,
you were wrong.
okay.
But you thought like it's surprising. I'm not telling that you were wrong. It's something surprising. Maybe I
Mhm.
thought the same. That's why I'm telling you. Maybe I thought it was a little bit more, but they have been like on track. So I think a pillar in that is Gravenberch. Okay, but here's the
Yes.
issue. Here's the issue. Where do we put Palmer? Palmer has to be here.
He can
next,
play one of the center mids is a cam.
like
You use your
like this,
imagination.
like a cam, like here you say.
Yeah.
Do you agree he has
Copo.
to be here, or I'm
Oh
tripping?
yes,
Yes.
100%.
I
Yes.
think he's phenomenal on everything
Phenomenal.
on the field. I think he's unbelievable, and yeah, I think he should be definitely there for what he's done for the season so far for Chelsea.
That's true. That's very true. I think also I said, he's been very good in something positive. I think that he was not included in the squad for the conference, I think, if I'm not wrong. And I
Yeah, you're
think those moments, I think, is a benefit for him. He trains more, he plays the important games in the week, and he has been phenomenal. So like you said, I think there's no more to add. What do you think, Sebas, about Palmer?
Yeah, I think that Cole is a young player. I think he has a lot of future in him. He plays really good. And I think that he needs the position, you know? He meets the requirements to be one of the best right now, you know?
Yeah, seven goals, 5 assists, 11 matches. Amazing. What else can we say?
Yeah, what else do we want, you know?
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
there is one thing.
Okay, here we go.
It might be a little. I wouldn't even say it's a hot take because it's not necessarily
Mhm.
a big critique. It's just a wish, and I think even Chelsea fans would agree. He has a tendency of going a bit missing in games against the big six. There has been absolutely stellar performances throughout his career, and last season, like he had one good game, like really good game against Man City. I think it was. It was like I think it was a crazy like 4-4 draw or a 5-4 or some. I'm not quite sure, something like this. And there he got some goal points. But besides that, he has a tendency of going a bit missing in those big games. So
That's
I,
kind of true.
you know, he has it in him. You saw it in the Euros. He got subbed on, got the goals every time he was subbed on. So he has that in him. He's a clutch player even in the big games. I hope he can show that a bit more, like Salah. You know, in every top game, you know he will do something. You like Saka as well. You know he will do something. You know.
We have a lot of players. The shouts like there.
But what do you think? What do you think of placing Salah? You know, what do you think of placing him? Um,
In what sense?
like
Like
putting him,
where?
like putting him in the team. You know?
Right wing.
Right
Yeah.
mid.
Yeah, has to be.
No,
Has to
has
be.
to be there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's incredible, no? 11 matches, 8 goals, 6 assists. So he, so
Yeah,
he,
he's
he's really good.
He's mental. Yeah.
he's
Like,
the best. He's the best right now. He's the best player in the world right now as we speak.
Yeah.
if Vinicius Junior didn't exist, I would agree. Mhm.
Oh,
Let's save that for another podcast. We will sit here for hours.
Okay,
There's
Say that for hours. I'm lacking with this. In the left, there's no one or someone. Like,
let me look at my as the professional I am. I made some notes. Like, give me a second.
okay, no, it's good. But Jacob, you wanna put some
I think
West Ham players in
no.
here?
Well, I don't think any West Ham players deserve to be in this team. I think the only player that could be in this team is Kudus, but I think since he punched Van de Ven, I don't think I don't think he'll be allowed in this team. I don't think he'll be allowed in this team. But for me, I think next to Gravenberch, I think going on the Chelsea theme, I think Moises Caicedo should be there. I think under Enzo Maresca, I think Moises Caicedo has been unreal, unreal to say, basically to say the least. I think his dynamic midfield performances are unbelievable, and I think he's been a pivotal point in Palmer getting all them assists. I think his passes are amazing.
So you think Caicedo should be here, but I was thinking maybe Rice, like Sebastian.
That's what I was also thinking, you know?
Yeah, you wanna defend that?
No, 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 really, really, really. Like I was when I was writing you like from the inside, I was telling you like Rice, why not Rice? And you know, I think he deserves the spot, you know? I don't know, what do you think? I see Elias doesn't like the idea.
Um, I love Rice. I think he's incredible. I think he was one of the missing pieces you guys needed to challenge for the league. I think he's one of the best midfielders in the league. But this season, he's been nowhere near his game. Or am I seeing that wrong? I think this season he's not the Rice from the last 2 seasons. Now I don't know if that's tactical tweaks in Arteta's system. I don't know if that's because Odegaard is missing. Which obviously he's the most important player you have. In my opinion, he's incredible. So for me, Rice hasn't been as good. He's still incredible. Don't get me wrong. In the last 2 seasons, he's maybe one of the best midfielders in the league, 100%. Together with Rodri, but this season for me, I totally agree with Jacob. In my notes as well, I had Moises Caicedo as well in this spot actually.
It's a good shout, Caicedo, but I don't know. Okay, so if we put Caicedo there,
I have a stat which it's a funny stat.
Okay, tell
and
me.
maybe Seb has seen this. This season in the Premier League, Darwin Núñez has made more defensive challenges and won the ball than Declan Rice has.
Have you
Keeping
seen
in
that?
mind, keeping in
No.
mind, Núñez doesn't play every game.
That's hard. That's hard.
That's what you're saying. It's true. Nunez doesn't play every single match, you know.
Okay,
But
so
I
go.
no. Go ahead. Yeah, fine.
I know. No, you don't have to get mad. I was just
No,
like,
I'm not mad. It's that I was trying to respond to Elias, but go ahead. You
No,
have
no.
something important. Let's go.
no, an idea popped in my head.
No, you
Just
can
an
continue.
idea.
Let's go. No. Let's go. Show your idea. Come on.
My idea was that if we're putting, okay, I agree. Caicedo, I also saw him. Did you see the game versus Man United? Incredible. We talked about this in one podcast. Amazing Caicedo. I really, and he also has 2 assists, 1 goal. He's been playing amazing. That's not the important part. We see, like Jacob said, physicality work in the new Chelsea system. But I was on, we're not putting then like putting a hypothetical. Rogers, Smith Rowe. I don't know. Are we going 100% with Caicedo, or we want to maybe tweak something there?
I mean, Smith Rowe is a shot for the left wing, maybe. Or does he play centrally for Fulham? I haven't watched that many Fulham games.
But for the left, like for that, I was thinking also Guardiol, Josco Guardiol for City, because he has been playing left back.
Yeah, do you see me put Trent at right wing? No. What's
No,
going on?
I also I'm also with her with her guests. I think that Caicedo deserves it.
Okay, but
He has been good at defending. You know, a lot of
But
recoveries. No, 59 recoveries. So yeah, I believe he's really good. You know.
but we have to have Guardiola in this team and Trent.
No.
But
No,
Guardiola has been amazing for City.
I think I had
Let's
Smith Rowe. I had Smith Rowe at left mid. I
Okay,
think Smith.
yeah, no, I said Smith Rowe, and okay, go ahead.
I think Smith Rowe has been unbelievable for Fulham so far. I think
That's
he's
true.
just he's since he's come from Arsenal, I think he's pretty pivotal point in why Fulham are pretty high up in the league right now.
That's a fact. I cannot argue with that. I was also thinking about Smith Rowe there. But it's incredible, like not seeing players of Man City in this of we're going to the team. We know they're going through a bad time. I know we're going through I know they're going through bad time. Also Arsenal, not seeing Arsenal here. It's surprising seeing a player that left Arsenal celebrating. Player that left Arsenal. So until now, I think this is looking good. I think it's looking decent, our team. I think maybe the little thing I would maybe think about is double Chelsea. I don't know, maybe to spice it up. But they have been good. I don't wanna tell them no, they're being amazing. And for me, well, for you guys, what do we think about until here?
I think it's perfect so far. I think most of these players I have in what I put down on my team of the season so far. So I think it's perfect for me so far.
Perfect. So before we go to for me, the most hard place, I don't want to even touch the strikers. Before we go there, before we finish the episode, I want to say that I want you to think, guys, or you two guys, about, I'm going to ask you some questions of the Premier League. I just want you, your hot takes. I'm going to ask you for who's going to win the Golden Boot, who's gonna go down, who's gonna win the Premier. So I wanted you to think. I wanted to get you for surprise, but I didn't want to like maybe get you there. So I'm giving you a warning. But Sebas,
Okay.
you wanna? I don't wanna start up front. What do you wanna? What do you have something there?
You don't want to start really?
No, I do. But there's I have 5 names in my head. 5.
Uh-huh.
You wanna start?
But why didn't you want to start? That's what I was not understanding.
No, I'm telling. I prefer you because people to shout at you, not at me. You understand? Like me clean, you bad.
That's what you always want to do. You always want to make me the controversial human being in this podcast. Okay. Yeah, this time you're gonna lead the way, okay?
No, but you didn't have the player you told me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Okay.
Start.
Okay. Okay. I'll say it. Okay. What do you think about Alexander Isaac?
Ooh.
What do you think,
Ooh.
Jacob?
Like,
Goat.
I really think that for 24 years, that's really good.
I think he was slow at the start of the season. I think he started off very slow in terms of other players that I have down. I think he's definitely gained momentum at previous 4 games. I think he's been pretty unbelievable the last 4 games. But for me, I think in terms of the season so far, I think honestly, Chris Wood should be there. And it's definitely a toss-up between Mbwebu and Danny Welbeck.
Okay. Chill.
Okay, yeah. I
No,
didn't have that on my radar, huh?
Welbeck, I will not put Welbeck there. I think Welbeck, okay, I get it, good player, but I don't know. When I see Brighton, I like me personally. I may be tripping, guys. Insult me. I like better Ruter than Welbeck. Ruter, Ruter, the other one that plays next to him. Maybe Ruter, like I don't know. Wood, yes. The son of Peru, Wood, that we eliminated him from the World Cup. Um, Wood, yes. Elias, you think Wood there?
Uh,
Es que still, I don't know.
okay, if we're just talking about players being locked, I'm just gonna ignore everything that's been said because there have been some crazy comments the last 2 minutes. Chris Wood for me has to be there, yes.
Has to be there. Chris Wood, Sebas.
Has to be there. Has to be.
Chris Wood.
The kid of Corso, the kid of Aldincula.
Yeah.
I listen, I've been slagging Chris Wood off for years. I think
Me too.
I think he's SHI, but this season he's scoring goals for Nottingham Forest. He's what, second or third behind Haaland and Salah, I think. For Nottingham Forest, Chris Wood.
Yes, like I can argue. I cannot argue with that.
I mean, I don't like him. I actually hate him as a player, and I think he has a touch of a fucking wood stick. But he's scoring goals. He has to go.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
we're putting double Nottingham Forest. You guys cool with that? They deserve it.
They're in the Champions League spots.
They
Nottingham
deserve it,
Forest.
yeah.
What are we talking about here?
I'm telling you, they deserve it. But it's cool with that. And surprisingly, no one has mentioned Haaland, the top scorer of the league.
Erling Haaland, yeah. Oh my God.
He's not going in.
I know he's not going in, but it surprised me that again, I'm repeating myself. It surprised me that no City player, no Haaland. If Fulkrug was fit, I would put him. Let's go, Jacob.
Niklas
well.
Fulkrug. Oh.
Fulkrug.
We might as well put Mikel Antonio up there
Miguel
then.
Antonio. Nice shout. Um, okay. So, Elias, since you said the shouts have been crazy, what is your shout here? Next to Wood.
No, I think your reaction on the shouts have been crazy. For me also, I have Danny Welbeck.
Why Danny Welbeck? I don't want to put him. I don't want to put him right now.
No, you don't want to put him. That's okay, but are you giving me you haven't given me any arguments why not? But what I'm picking up is that you just don't like him. Maybe because he was bad at Arsenal. I don't know why. Why?
No,
Why?
I'm not an Arsenal fan. Sebastian hates Welbeck. I don't.
For me, Welbeck has been this season. He's been incredible. He's like, well, yet he's not injured. He will be, but not now.
He will be. He will be.
He's scoring goals, and the reason I have him in over players like Haaland is because yes, Haaland is a top scorer, but we expect this. He has an XG of like 1.5 almost every single game. He should have had 10 more goals than he has. If you watch the last couple of games, he should have had at least 5 more goals, bare minimum. At the same time, Brian Mbeumo, I think he's incredible. But can you put Mbeumo striker?
Yes.
I don't know.
I would put I prefer putting Mbeumo and Wissa than Welbeck.
Me too.
Wissa.
I don't think Wissa should be there.
Yeah, okay, Wissa no, but okay.
I think
I'd be okay with Mbeumo.
It's between Welbeck and Mbeumo, I think.
I wouldn't put Welbeck.
Yeah, but tell me why, guys. Tell me why. Give me a reason why you don't like Welbeck. What there? Because I can feel it. It's deeper. It's not his football. There's something you don't like about him.
So Sam, you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like every time I see him, it's like it's you don't have this issue, that I'm really into the vibe, and about what the player does for the team,
Okay.
and it's something I don't feel with him, now. For example, now I was talking to Yakir about Peru. There's this Peruvian player I hate. Yeah, I like hate him, but he's good. But if I had to do a team, I would never put him because I think that he's stubborn, like disgusting human being.
Oh, I respect that. I am the same way. I like that. I respect.
So it's so if I have to be personal with it.
Okay.
I wouldn't put him here because I don't feel that he deserves the position,
I see it.
I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's a good player. That's why he plays there and he does all of what he does. But I don't feel it, I don't know what Yakir has to do. I don't know what Yakir has to say,
Maybe a little bit less than that amazing passion. I really loved it. But for me, it's that way. Like something you said is very important, that I don't feel that impact on Brighton. I think Brighton could work if you put Ruter and João Pedro instead of Welbeck. I think it could work the same way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be different. But I think Brighton works more as a team than maybe Brentford. That Brentford also plays amazing. Thomas Frank, amazing coach. I love him. But I would put Mbeumo there because Wissa was injured, I don't know how many weeks, maybe month, and Mbeumo still scoring goals, putting the team on his back in some games, scoring. He has a 9 GA in 11 matches. I think that's good numbers, and I believe showing again that Mbeumo is can do it at the highest level for a great team that is Brentford. And I don't know, it's just maybe my opinion. We can put Welbeck. It's like 2v2, Mbeumo and Welbeck.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with Mbeumo. I'm totally fine with Mbeumo.
You, Jacob,
Yeah, I'm totally fine with Webu. I'm totally fine.
Perfect.
Me too. The only thing I'm not fine is you doing these signs.
No, 2v2.
Yeah, 2v2. Yeah, that's kind of
so
weird.
Okay, guys, Sebas, you want to tell us the team?
Yeah, of course. Wow. Oh my God, we have a team of the 11 best, with our disadvantages, of course, with Yakir's passion with football that limits us to put other players, but that's fine. But let's see the 11. We have Verbrugge on the goal, Milenkovic, Van Dijk, Konate, and then we have Salah, Palmer, Gravenberch, Caicedo, and Smith Rowe, and then on top we have Woods and Embuemo. Are
For
you
me,
okay with it? Are you fine with it? Do you think this is the best? If you had if you had all of the money in the world, would you buy all of these players for your team? Elias, Jacob.
Well, no, but that's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
Of course, if I have unlimited money and I have to choose from the Premier League, there's gonna be different players in here. But if we're going on performance only this season, who are the most informed players? I think this is a pretty solid team.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
I think I would make my team buy all these players because we have nobody. I think my team would be great with this type of team. Maybe we wouldn't be 13th in the league.
I,
So
I like it. I think it's a unique team. I was telling Elias and Jacob when I saw you, I want to do a unique team, something cool. Three back. I love it. Surprisingly, no City players, no Arsenal players, no Trent, no Guardiol. You guys have some shouts that are not here.
I don't think he
Nothing?
should be in the team, but I have honorable mention of
Yeah, honorable
Liam
mention.
Delap. Liam Delap, I think he's been pretty outstanding for Ipswich.
Yeah.
They're obviously not in relegate. They're in a relegation battle because they don't have the money to survive at the moment. But I think he's been pretty outstanding for Ipswich so far this season.
Also, for me, I want to say honorable mention. Also, then you, Elias and Seba say an honorable mention, but I think my honorable mention is, I'm surprising everybody, is not Rodgers, is Ramsey from Aston Villa. I love him, great player. This season has been playing very good under Unai Emery. Villa is not the same. They have Champions League. That was gonna happen. I expected that, but in the Premier, he's been playing very good, Jacob, and also in the Champions League. For me, Elias, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. We're doing honorable mentions. I think for the start of the season, Luis Diaz was absolutely fantastic. I also think he's been tearing it up in the Champions League. I think he could be mentioned. I also believe that Kulusevski in Tottenham, uh, transforming into a more of a central midfielder. I think he's great. He's driving the team. I think he's
Yeah.
been doing some good stuff there. Let down by his defense a lot of times, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Besides that, I agree with Jacob's shout as well. Liam Delap, I think he's on 6 goals for Ipswich, which is incredible.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Perfect.
That's good shouts. You, Sebas, before we close
Well,
the
I
team,
think mine
the
mine is
table.
I think everybody knows mine. But I think that my honorable mention is for Saka. Really good player in his position, the best, and
Excuse me?
it's a key feature.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Say it again. What did you say, Sebas? In his
Yeah,
position?
yeah, I think that Saka is the best, and
What position does Saka play? Sorry.
yeah,
What position does Saka play in?
In the right, I think, Sebas, you got confused. Right wing, you think he's the best in the right wing? Or you're telling the truth here?
You think Saka is right wing, no?
yes.
Okay. And Mohamed Salah is also right wing.
No, I know. What I'm saying, I have to finish. I have to finish.
Okay,
What
okay,
I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that Saka, a really good piece in the team of Arsenal, and the best in his position for Arsenal.
For the
Okay.
team.
You cut me, like
I don't think I did. I think you're trying to save yourself here.
but yeah, I think that Saka. For me, that's it.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I think we're good with this. And okay, so the team perfect, guys. Everything good?
Everything fine.
Okay,
Perfect.
I'm gonna put it in the Instagram for you guys to like it, to guys to tell us you're bad, you're good. And before we go, before we put the song again of Los Boludos, here's a big question. I want you guys to get here very deep, okay?
Okay.
First, I'm going with, I see Elias very ready. That's why I'm going with Jacob first. Jacob, Three teams that are getting relegated. Here you go. I want to hear you.
The three teams.
Yes.
I think Southampton are going to get relegated.
Mm-hmm.
Think, even though I said Liam Delap was pretty phenomenal for Ipswich, I think Ipswich get relegated. I don't think they'll have the ladder stage of the league, and I also think Crystal Palace will get relegated. I don't think they're performing as well as they should be performing. I think the loss of Elise is pretty hard on them, and I don't think Eze can carry the team as Crystal Palace fans thought he could.
That's hard. That's hard. Elias, something to say?
I agree with Southampton. I think they're gone. They're
Mm-hmm.
diabolical. I think Crystal Palace can turn it around. They showed it at the end of last season. I think Glasner is a good coach. I think they'll turn the tide at some point. I probably agree with Ipswich going because the lab can't do it on his own and the team just isn't strong enough. And for the final spot, I think Amorim is going to be an absolute failure, and I think United is going down.
You're so drastic, Elias, huh?
Yeah, it maybe it sounds crazy now, but you will look back in 6 months and be like, he was onto something.
You think Amorim is gonna be absolute failure?
Yes, and I think United are going down.
That's a topic for another podcast. I like it. In my opinion, before we go to you, Sebas, three teams are going down: Southampton, Ipswich, and Everton. Everton are not staying in the Premier League. Everton are going down. They have sometimes poor management in games, winning games, they tie them. They don't bad management in the team overall. Dominic Calvert-Lewin can't score a goal to a rainbow. Hell with that guy. Dokure is not performing the same level last year. Their best player, I think, is Ashley Young, that has like 50 years old. I can't with that team. I think they're going down. Sebas, you?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Yakir. The three that you said right now, I think are going down, and we have been discussing them on when we're reading the table and before. So I think that I don't have nothing to add towards what you said.
Perfect.
Because I think it was yesterday we were discussing this exact point with you. So yeah, I don't have anything to add. I'm sorry, guys. But
Okay.
but Yakir said what we had in mind because I told him that yesterday, so I
Oh,
don't have
okay.
anything to add.
Yeah, you told me that. So
What are you trying to say here?
no, I'm trying to say, yeah, you
No,
told me that.
are you trying to say like Sebastian doesn't do anything? What are you
No,
trying to
no, no,
like
no.
prove here?
It's you're putting
Okay.
you're putting words in my mouth. Again, so okay, here comes the other part. Top four, and the champion I want you to say, and the champion. Okay, I want some surprise. So now, Elias, take us there. Top four.
Okay, top four.
Mm-hmm.
Number four, Chelsea.
Okay.
Number three, Arsenal. Number two, Manchester City, and number one. Have a guess, guys? You'll never walk alone. Come on, the Reds. I think we're winning it this year.
Liverpool champion. Okay. Jacob, your turn.
Okay, so number four, I have Nottingham Forest. Number
Okay.
three, I have Chelsea. Number two, I have Man City, and then number one, I think, as Elias said, I think Liverpool are going to win the league.
Okay. And I go, then say as you finish. For me, number four. Wait a minute. Number four. I don't want to say. Number four. Okay, I'm not gonna put basic ones like Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Brighton. Number four, Fulham. You know what? My team, my squad, Fulham number four. Smith Rowe, crazy guy. Jimenez, Jacob. I know you like Jimenez, my guy. Also, well, everyone, and then I don't know. Then Okay, so 3, I'm going with. I don't want to be controversial, but yeah, okay. 3, I'm
You put
going with.
Fulham in fourth. What do you mean you don't want to be controversial?
Yeah.
What is-
Okay. You know what? Okay, I'm putting Fulham 4th. 3rd, Arsenal. Second, Man City. Number 1, Elias. Congratulations. I love watching your
Whoa,
team.
we're not celebrating yet.
Okay, no, no,
Whoa,
no, no, no. But
calma,
I'm
calma,
saying
calma.
congratulations for me. Congratulations for
Okay,
me
okay,
to you.
okay.
I'm putting your team first. I hope when Real Madrid goes there again, we score 5. But you're being the champions. I think this year is Liverpool year.
Yeah, hold on. Speaking of Real Madrid, I'm just gonna check the La Liga table real
No,
quick.
no, no. You don't have to. I don't think you have to.
So to end this really quick, I think 4th Chelsea, 3rd City, 2nd Liverpool, and 1st Arsenal.
Okay, so
Okay, but let's see what Arteta
you
has behind his.
you still have your faith,
I
Sebas.
have faith, bro. I'm Peruvian. I have to have faith.
I would
And
just like to make clear that no Premier League team has ever come back from a 9-point deficit from the top of the table team to win the league. So
so you have it hard,
Yeah,
you know.
we have to trust only on Jesus. Okay.
Okay, so before we go, top scorer I think is gonna be Haaland or maybe
Yeah,
Salah. I don't know, maybe Haaland, Salah. What do you guys think before we close?
Haaland.
I
Yeah,
think
Haaland Golden Boot. I don't. This is not debate. So, before Sebas close, I want to say, Elias, Jacob, thank you so much for coming here. I think we did an amazing team. I'm gonna put it on Instagram, like I said. Please like it, repost it. You know, do your thing. I really like this conversation. I hope West Ham don't go down. I hope they can fight for Europe places, and I hope Liverpool wins. The Premier League. Something you have to say, guys, before you go.
thank you for having me. I think it's been a great fun, and I hope to be on it. I hope to be back soon.
Soon, Elias.
Well, he stole the words out of my mouth. Thank you so much for having us. It was fun, and yeah, talking football with you guys is fun, of course. And yeah, anytime you let us know, we'll be there.
Perfect.
Perfecto. Buenísimo. Entonces, muchísimas gracias por estar conectados con nosotros. Y aquí se terminó el episodio número 20. Increíble. Así que nada, estamos acá para darles a todos más episodios, como siempre, todos los martes. Vamos a estar lanzando un nuevo episodio, así que nos vemos la próxima semana, misma hora, mismo día, aquí en Los Boludos Podcast.
Thank you
Muchísimas
so
gracias
much.
y nos vemos. Chao, chao, cuídense.
Bye.
Los boludos.